Alright boys, now I've got the good stuff. I've got unlimited 5G internet for 1 month, for as long as I stay in the current country. So no more unstable stream, no more nibbling on the data transfer uploads. I can just go for it non-stop. I could get 150 gigabytes for 40 euros. I asked for more. I said 45 euros is unlimited. I said okay. It was a mistake on their behalf. Unlimited streaming. Alright, we're back for some more nuclear Warptorio. The nuclear part is kinda worn off though. This is just now regular normal Warptorio. We're at warp zone 39, that is 5 times the warp zone. 5 times the total warp zones I promised to end my YouTube playthrough in, so you can see what kind of difference this makes. Right, so we had the stabilizer. I switched it off for a dramatic effect of the starting screen. I left myself some notes what to do. First of all, this storage is full, we need to expand it a bit. 24-hour stream when? Yeah, it's a good question. I'm still streaming from on the road, so I don't have unlimited power still. Like electricity power, I mean. So, I'm not sure how long. That is the current bottleneck in this real-life Warptorio streaming game. We solved the data bottleneck, the stability bottleneck, and now it's the power bottleneck. Running the engine for 24 hours is not really the environmentally friendly effect of these times. Let's just go over the base a little bit before starting. We're running on nuclear power. The base is not consuming that much. Of course, we're not researching right now, but it is manageable. But as soon as we switch on the stabilizer, we're already at 120 megawatts extra. There's about half capacity of our 320 megawatt nuclear plants. So we are gonna go through our fuel cells quite fast, even though this is like the 100% efficient model. We have 1 red belt of copper, 1 red belt of iron, huge, absolutely huge storage chests, 200k copper, 140k iron. We have a bunch of steel smelting plus oil storage on this floor. I think we're good with resources, as far as resources are concerned. 24k steel, over 1 million oil still. I think we need to redesign those platforms a bit. I think we now just tacked on some miners. Yeah, we just tacked them on a bit. Oh, I remember now. I was going to upgrade them to their full size. The platform upgrades. There is two more size upgrades to unlock, and only then will I redesign that. Until then, we'll just play the tack-on game. And this is our fully automated blue science base with not fully automated purple and yellow signs. Those are still hand-fed. And the theme of today is gonna be automating the yellow and purple signs with the help of bots, because last stream we researched the logistics network, which allows us to make requester chests. So we can have the bots bring stuff over to the disconnected parts of the base, like lubricant. We're making that in barrels. I guess we have space for a pipe now, but we'll see. We'll see how that all turns out. But yeah, sulfuric acid, iron needs to go there. I guess all these hallways have expanded slightly, so we could do more spaghetti. But I think I'm just gonna bot it. It will take a lot of time to try to design something which works and keeps working as you add on more stuff of the base. We've had some more robot frames here, electric engines. I think this is all done. Yeah, this is all done. So these are our robot frames, electric engines. We can use that to start off the base. 200 logistics bots. We could make a couple more. Alright. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. The question is, how much longer are we staying on this planet? As long as for stabilizing, things are okay, but stabilizing takes a lot of power. Research-wise, I guess one of the first things we want to go for is the Covarex enrichment process, since that allows us to make infinite uranium-235 basically. We are refining the last of our uranium at the moment, and we've got 31 of those. Sorry about that. 31 of those. We need 40. We need 40 to get started. We have 1.5k remaining, so we are not gonna make that. That is gonna make 130. It requires 10, so it's gonna make 130 recipes plus 50% productivity, so it's about 200 rocks. So we're gonna get maybe 2 more out of this, so we're gonna end up at, yeah, like 32, 34 maximum. It would be very anomalous if we would make it to 40, so we will need to mine some more uranium to get that started. But I think this is a good first research project. Alright, then we have caught up. I know what I need to do. We've got the warp beacon with six module slots, which is all we can unlock with purple signs. Now we need yellow signs to unlock that further. All of our stuff has, our labs has 52% productivity bonus over here. Our science assemblers, they have 64% productivity bonus. And everything else basically has like 56. These are still old, even the old ones have 48% productivity bonus. So everything, the entire base has like 50-ish% productivity bonus, which is absolutely insane. And it's not slowed down either because of the 2 speed modules inside. So we're going at plus 40% speed, plus 40% productivity for the entire base. Starting soon. Okay, I am starting soon. This is not yet the start, of course. Right, let's get started. Bloop. I'll reload the save. Thanks for the heads up, man. Okay, I'll read chat real quick. Hello, everybody. Hey, Matcha, nice that you can catch the stream. All the 5G. Time to guess the country. It's Italy. Italy has pretty cheap data plans for Europe. What a deal for $5. 45 bucks, mate. I have solar panels on the van already, but it doesn't really help. I need to make a GoFundMe for sunny weather. Spoilers to YouTube, okay. Thanks Mr. Crumbs for the 2nd month subscription through Amazon Prime. Did you know if you have Amazon Prime you can support 1 free streamer every month without it costing you anything extra? So if you haven't yet, go support your favorite streamer. Doesn't have to be me, but I wouldn't mind, of course. Alright, we can get started. Save. Oh yeah, I have the system where the save name is the warp zone. Alright, it looks like everything is stable. Move to the equator to make the current panels work better. Yeah. Alright, the first thing I want to do is update the chest area above ground because we are no longer mining coal. So I guess we're gonna grab some steel to make more chests. And we're gonna do the Warptorio trademarked chesting thing. Let's see, how can we expand this without it being in the way? Guess something like so. Then we can still walk through pretty normally, I think. Alright. So first of all, let's go make some space. My inventory has grown large enough that I can do 3 chests at a time. So it should be quite fast to do this transfer shenanigans now. Alright, I just missed which chests were full. I think all of them are full now. Yeah, looks like all of them are full at the moment. I think we also had like a blue belt of stuff incoming. So we can empty out these chests to speed the initial coal gathering up just a little more. Alright, so that should be good. While we are at it, let's put some stone back in here. Since we are not mining stone and we have an empty inventory anyway. The stabilizer is still on. I have to think if I want to keep it on, switch it off, or just go to the next warp zone. There really is nothing stopping me from going to the next warp zone except personal pride. Alright, let's stop this. This is enough shenanigans. Man, it is these warp teleporters there. You make so many unintended warps. You can expand this one more actually. You make so much unintended warps with those warp teleporters. It's quite annoying, especially also for video editing. Okay, I'm just copy pasting it so the wire conditions get copy pasted as well, so we can keep an eye on our inventory. So if I do this, power network still looks symmetric and nice, so that's alright. Very important, of course. I bet we can stash all the stone in here now. Oh wait, these chests are empty. It's a little bit of a slow start. The cool action will start soon. This is the maintenance part, let's call it that. Okay, so the entire stone chest area is empty. I think we should wire up those chests as well. So let's just wire two chests together, then we can just copy paste all those wire conditions like so. Connect everything together for free. And then we just do the other direction as well. And then it's like completely gridded up. So if we do it like so, flip it around. Oh, I have got more chests on this side. That is not symmetric, that is illegal. Okay, now the coal chests are hooked up as well. We just copy pasted the wires over there. So we spent about 2 wires to wire up everything. I think in the expansion the wire is just gonna be on the bar, like the blueprints. Back in the day also blueprints need to be crafted with a red and green chip, I think. Or just a red chip, I don't remember. And they were physical entities. Since then you can just make blueprints by grabbing them over here and you can delete them again. You can only delete them after you make them. You cannot delete empty blueprints, however, so... I guess I made a bunch more. Alright, so now we just hook up these chests and now everything should be on the same network. We've got 82k coal, 48k stone. I think we're doing very, very good on the resource front. Alright, so then the main program is gonna start, I think. I think we're just gonna warp to a new planet. Let's see if we are similarly lucky in this warp zone. We've got only 26 of those stones yet, so yeah, we're definitely not gonna make that. I think we got an anomalous amount of luck in the last one, or in the startup screen. So yeah, this is indeed a separate run from the YouTube run. This is the honest one, where we don't cheese, where we just defend the platform from the beginning. We had a superheated nuclear reactor on top since the warp zone 0 basically, so we had to defend from the start. I think I'm gonna warp out. So that means I need to pick up my mining stuff. And we will need to place that back again on the next planet. It's just getting too expensive in terms of nuclear fuel. Looks like I've been mining without efficiency modules here. Right, so I have bots. That is good. I forgot I had bots. That means if I just switch them off, I can deconstruct the miners first. That will allow the belts to keep transporting that copper ore inside. So I won't have to pick up all that copper ore manually. Alright, then we just enable the bots. They're quite fast already as well. Hey, thanks Omega29 for the second month subscription. Alright, that is the copper mine, the rest will just warp back. I guess we can just grab it manually so we don't need to come back into the basement to pick those up. It doesn't really matter anymore if we have like a small gap in production. Iron has a lot more extra miners. All of this is extra, just randomly tacked on. I think it's going to be 2 more times or so that we need to build this by hand, and after that we'll have the giant mining platforms. With all that extra productivity bonus in the base, it is going to go fast. I don't know why I have the bots turned off. They could pick up the miners from the get-go. Alright, this is empty, this is empty. It is nice to have bots now. Alright, so now just the mining platform is left again. Do we have anything else on the... Oh yeah, we have the coal miner on the map as well. Almost left all of that behind. Stream skipping frames. I'll try to put the phone with the connection a bit more close by the window, so it's not getting blocked as much in this Faraday cage, which is my van. I watched the run, Dosh's randomizer run. It looked quite fun. No, it looked quite horrible. It looked quite fun to watch and not quite fun to play. I love how he just gave up in the end on the prospects of making an actual base and just weaseling out to just launching a rocket and call it a day because of the horrible rolls he had. It's quite fun. Right, the base is now idle. I think we can just start researching. We have 900 science in this chest. This costs 1500. So we should have easily more than enough with our 52% productivity bonus, right? We should be able to make it, including the sciences in here on the belt. I think that will be enough. Okay, I need to pick up the above ground miner. I guess I can switch off the stabilizer, start saving some power. We're gonna be warping out any moment now anyway. Oh, here also I have to pick up everything, including the gun turrets. I think I got a blueprint for this already. Right? Ah yeah, I got a blueprint for this. So I can just rebuild it easily the next warp zone. I think it cannot pick up the teleporter. No, okay, the teleporter is never being picked up. Now we just gotta warp out at the right moment. And not while an attack is coming in. That would be bad. Yeah, looks like we're okay. This thing can get destroyed. We can just pick it up again. I think even the ore in the chests will be saved, even if they destroy it. Alright. That was alright. We can safely warp out now. So let's make a save. 39Z. As the last save of the warp zone. We stayed on this planet for almost 3 hours. That is the power of those stabilizers. Alright, let's click the button. So I won't be accepting those rest type planets. But anything else goes. Also the missing ones, except if it's missing iron, I will reroll. I'm not that pure of heart. Alright, let's see what we get. Give me something exotic. A copper planet, alright. So that means copper patches are abundant and very rich. And the rest of the patches got buried under the copper patch or under the turrets, basically. Stone is nowhere to be found even. So yeah, small patches of everything else, but rich copper patches. That is actually kind of bad. Because... wait, I cannot place my car and speak at the same time apparently. High intensity gameplay. That is very bad because I hoped to like mine some more uranium to get that Coverix enrichment process started. It also will be quite difficult to find the other resources. We may be driving around for a bit. Here is coal. So coal and stone, I think we're gonna be good on this warp zone. Here is uranium actually. There's also 2 biter bases. That's alright. We can just surprise them with a big gun turret platform, like so. And then just try to deconstruct it before it's done. Biters are small, I don't need to worry about anything, really. Only about that medium worm perhaps. Right, these guys are located a bit more strategically. Since there's cliffs there and I did not automate cliff explosives. And let's just do the old-fashioned thing. Do I have gun turrets still anywhere here? We're just gonna steamroll in with gun turrets, why not? I forgot Warptorio has these super powerful gun turrets. So even this yellow ammo does like 25 damage now. Oh, I should switch on the radar, at least. Stabilizer, we can just wait a little bit. Alright, I do not actually have space to store the uranium just yet. We'll come back to here. Let's first go place the other 2 platforms. Must get the loot chest with 52 iron gears was vital. I left my car over there. Yeah, perhaps I can just let the radar scan out the terrain. I may just be taking out a couple biter bases nearby again, just to slow down the effects of the biter attacks even more. Let's check if there happens to be a nuclear reactor. No, in this loot chest, you never know. Alright, so we got 2 nearby nests it seems, the rest is kind of far away. So if we take out those 2, that would already help a lot in the amount of attacks we're gonna get. Let's just do the platform thing. Place it exactly out of reach of the worm. Not the best strategic decision ever. Yeah, the gun turrets are crazy powerful. 25 damage, that's like 5 times the damage of the... like, of which you start out with. Yellow ammo does 5 damage, but with these upgrades now it does a lot more. Let's place like one defensive platform like so. And then we can place one offensive platform like so. That was super fast. How much damage does uranium ammo do? At the moment uranium ammo will do 3 times this damage, so 120. Next episode of Warptorio on YouTube comes hopefully Friday. I've asked for some feedback on Patreon, and it's the problem with Warp Zone 7 is not too much of interest happens in the first half, which makes it a kind of meh standalone episode. Look at all the copper. So here is iron, let's go over there. So I may just do a full 45-minute episode instead of cutting it into 2. Hopefully I can get that done in time. But yeah, like I've been going on, the last Warp Zones have been like 2 episodes every 3 weeks, so I have 1 gap week between each Warp Zone, and the Warp Zone 6A, Warp Zone 6B would come out in sequential weeks. I don't really want to have like 3-week gaps between my uploads, but yeah, editing 45-minute long videos is a lot of work, so we'll see. Here is our iron miner. I guess we won't go crazy on resource gathering. We'll just hook up only these. Okay, Kovrex enrichment indeed did finish with the limited amount of signs we had, so that is interesting. I should fill like a decent amount of ammo in these turrets, but I don't really feel like it. I think they will, with the stabilizer, they will hold out on their own. We will switch the stabilizer on at about 10% evolution. I think that should be good. So yeah, we are not polluting any biters at the moment still. Alright, finding copper is not that hard, I guess, on a copper world. Here's even more iron, and maybe better uranium even. There's also a lot of warp loot chests here. We could explore those 5 chests, get uranium, and get this copper. That iron patch is also a little bit bigger. We could fit, I know it's about the same size. Alright, there's oil here as well, but oil is really super poor on these types of planets, so not sure how to go on about oil. I think we'll ignore oil still. We'll have still more than 1 million. Everything has super productivity bonus, so that's like 50% on the processing, 50% on the cracking to light oil, 50% on... it just goes on and on. 50% on the plastics. Sulfur, sulfuric acid, by the time we need it, we just need so little oil. It is, this is incredible. Alright, lost my train of thought a bit again. So, wait, what is going on with my bots here? Did I lose a whole bunch of bots somewhere far away? Okay, bots are shown on the map. Somehow I still have all 50, so I didn't mess it up too bad yet. I could again just store this coal into these chests and then mine uranium on this side. And then we'll just have a filter that only coal can go straight. We'll just feed out. Yeah, it's a bit awkward, but I guess that's how we're gonna do it. But first let's drive out to this location. Wait, I want to see how much purple signs I have left. That was what I was coming back for. Okay, the chest is empty. Belt is almost empty. So yeah, exactly enough for that. Is there anything else we should research? How much energy can flow through the teleporter at the moment? 20 megawatts. Okay, that's enough. I guess we could go shooting speed. I don't have purple signs automated just yet. So I guess this is like 1000 science packs of each, so we could just research on the way. We need it anyway to return home later on. Research and construct components. So from this point on we can find the warp reactor heat pipes and warponium fuel cells if we research this. With that we could power this reactor, but I've never really seen the point of doing that. It is not that great. The fuel is quite expensive to make. It is just more efficient to run nuclear reactors in the basement. That is a weird line to say out of context. Right, where's my car? I really should... Okay, I have the car on my hotbar. What am I talking about? Okay, let's hurry up a bit. It is... pollution is spreading out to the first fighters. Okay, a little bit more waiting before we do the stabilizer thing. So now we're just using 3.5% of this 178 megawatt buffer to run this ability, which is why we warped out. The last warp zone this number was up to like 70% or so. Okay, I no longer have both platforms. Alright, let's do a quick mouse over. There are some substations in there, nothing too valuable. Nothing in there either. What about on the copper? I guess we can just grab that anyway, some landfill. Okay, 2 more warp chests to go, and then we'll stop the addiction. Let's switch off the radar. I think we have radared enough. We have all the resources we need, so... Okay, underground belts, not too many, but those are always nice. Let's just place the platform on the copper, and then we'll head out to set up the uranium stuff. Covrex enrichment is completed. And we'll just tack on this here as well. It's not really enough for like the full amount we need, especially for iron. We can handle 2 red belts of iron, but it's fine. So I kind of feel we need to take out that guy. Yeah, let's take out those guys. They are a little bit too close by. And then we can... Where is my hotbar with the stuff? Hello, if you don't mind, I will just place a couple gun-turrets here. Oh, there is still some worms. Those can... Don't! No, not my bots! Oh, one bot got destroyed. I hate when that happens. Right, blueprint. I have somewhere this awesome blueprint to mine stuff into that chest. That is... How is it gonna fit? That is way more than we will ever need. That is all that fits. I remember you highlighted shapes in your old videos. Did you see that Shapes 2 is coming out? Actually, I got kinda hooked on Shapes when I did the advertisements in the Tightrope series it was, the Ribbon World. So I haven't touched it again to not get hooked again. Because same like Factorio, those games just hook you in and you cannot stop optimizing. And I don't have time to get distracted with a full-time work week of gameplay distraction. I did not see that it's coming out, but perhaps I will mention it in one of my videos actually. So that was the first and only sponsor deal I got on this channel so far. Logistics blocked. Wait, why? Why is that blocked? That should not be blocked. I have 3 pipes now. Ah, maybe I was standing in the way myself. No. Okay, then let's just... I know what's going on. It is the loaders. The loaders... The ghost loaders are of a different type, perhaps. No. The chests? Is it the chests? Come on, tell me already, what is it? Alright. Yeah. It's the chests. Thanks, Matje. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna do this. We'll grab all of these. This coal, we'll just throw it in these chests for now. Then we can mine uranium without it getting mixed on the coal belt. We'll just have to keep an eye out. Just have to keep an eye out that this remains full enough. So now we just need to hook up sulfuric acid, which is on the right bottom pipe. Actually, this is an underground pipe, so... No, it's a normal pipe. Alright, we need to switch the pump. To pump in the sulfuric acid. There was a pump somewhere... like so. Alright, now there is sulfuric acid in this pipe. We just need to connect it. I of course didn't bring my inventory, man. Warptorio Inventory Manager 2000. Alright, we can do this. And then we should be good to go if we just hook up those 2 pumps. A little bit of adjusting on this warp zone. I should be switching on the stabilizer by now, I guess. Before medium biters, so that is good. Everything that's going to come in is just going to be small biter for a long time, because evolution now is slowing down tremendously. Yeah, Shapes was actually really nice to figure out. I never made a video about it because at the time my video recording software could not... Okay, let's switch this on. That should be all of these. Let's just throw some red ammo in here. I don't want to walk back. There's hardly going to be any attacks on this anyway. This last loot chest... 8 logistics bots, yes please. Let's just dance with these medium worms a bit. Fighting medium worms in the forest is always very dangerous. Because if you get stuck in the trees, then you die very fast. Right, logistics bots in chests. I'm not gonna grab the stuff I don't really want. Let's start be selective a bit. I also really like the soundtrack of Shapes. That was pretty nice. Okay, let's see how much we got out of... $31. Alright, so yeah, we did get a lot more lucky in the intro screen. I had 32 already and there was still like 1000 left to process. So yeah, we do need some more to start off. To start off the Covrex enrichment process. But for now I think we should be good. Let's just bring this down already so it can continue. And then it is finally time to start going to the main theme of this episode, which is gonna be the full automation of the base with the logistics network, which we unlocked last time. So I always like to do some mundane tasks before we get to the good part, so to say. Alright, I do not really have a place to storage stone. What is this random iron chest doing here? Nobody knows. Especially not me. Alright, so let's make a save. There's gonna be 40, warp zone 40B, because it's already not the beginning. So we already have done 20 minutes of stuff over here. I'm not gonna play Shapes, I don't have time. If I will get hooked on Shapes too, there will be no videos for a month. I need all my time to do the streaming and the video editing. Cannot let myself get hooked on stuff other than that. Alright, so I think after we've got sufficient uranium ore, like those rocks, we're just gonna set up... I have 2 of those remaining. We're just gonna set up enrichment in the actual basement. If we can just find the right order of warp teleporters to go through. Then we can... Ah no, I should set up enrichment on the factory floor, obviously. And nuclear fuel cell production as well for the productivity bonus. Yeah, okay, so we'll just do that. Maybe we can just change out 2 of these guys. I have bots, I can just do it with bots over here or something. Like just a simple double enrichment setup. With some chests or something. We'll see how that goes. Let's first start automating... What is the first tech science pack need? I guess we still could go on purple science. That would help us with uranium extraction actually, because that has a mining time of 200%. So we could be extracting way more than we currently are. I don't think we're filling up a red belt even. No, not by far. So mining production would be good to get started with. We have automated rails, so we just need to automate productivity modules and furnaces. So furnaces and productivity modules, they don't benefit from productivity. So they don't get the penalty from productivity either. So we just get the extra crafting speed from the 2 speed modules we have in here, without getting slowed down by the productivity modules. So we have 100% extra speed on these assemblers, which means we need twice as few of them as normal. So I guess we're gonna be good. We're just a single furnace assembler. Alright. So do I even have space for requested chests? Let's actually let's start from the beginning, like normal people. We just grab... we first need to make a bunch of requested chests, a bunch of iron chests. And like, what are we going to go? Like passive providers? I think we're gonna go passive providers. We'll just put like a single storage chest in here. Yeah, we'll just put like a single storage chest in here for the bots to bring all the other garbage in, which they cannot put anywhere. Right here in the middle, why not? And for the rest we are gonna use requesters and passive provider chests, I think. So if we start off with 50 of each, we should get pretty far. I think 200 logistics bots, is that gonna be enough to start off with? I mean, I guess we are gonna automate those anyway soon, so why not throw in one more batch of those logistics bots in case we need them. Then they have a long crafting time, so then they will already be ready. So yeah, this is gonna be logistics bots. I guess we're just gonna put one assembler here, which makes logistics bots for us out of those robot frames and red chips. I think you need 2 red chips per logistics bot. Yeah, right, so 200 frames, 400 of those. Not gonna get productivity on this, unfortunately, but let's do this, then we can pick them up later. Right, I kind of feel like I should at least be storing more red chips. They're gonna be hugely important. Maybe just like so, some automated transferring stuff. Alright. So let's do start at furnaces and we'll just go from there. Windows-like shapes. I could do, I have actually the option to stream now. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I am streaming. So yeah, one of the things I like about streaming is it allows me to do a lot more different playthroughs compared to the edited series. Those always take up like half a year to a full, sometimes to a full year even. I think the Ultimate Dead Will challenge, my magnum opus, that took 8 months for the 12 hours of footage. 8 months of near full-time work to get 12 hours of footage. Sounds insane, really. Right, we can just copy-paste from the assembler to the requester chest. That should set those things. We can, let's say we want 100 recipes, that's 1,500 and 1,000. So 1k, 500, that may be a bit much, but we'll see. Right, so then we just need to make sure we have passive provider chests of all those 3 ingredients, which is easy enough. Passive provider on the red chips. We need a steel and stone bricks passive provider chest. So I guess since we do not want to steal all the stone bricks from walls, we could instead split this chest in 2 like so. And steal. At some point these chests themselves are gonna be logistics chests, but as of now that is not yet the case. So I guess we are gonna just split off some steel somewhere. I want to do that somewhere at the beginning, really. Maybe here. Like so. This is going to be in the way. That's going to be in the way. Yeah, maybe not here. I think here, in general, here is a good place. This is just still so open. I don't really want to waste that space. I guess for now we're gonna place it here. We can always place it somewhere else later. So I want like at least 2 of those chests, so let's do it like so. Right, and technically now we have all the ingredients we need to automate those furnaces. So as soon as we insert some bots in the network, they already should start flying. And that would be the first element of purple signs automated. Well, except the rails, they already were automated, they don't count. Alright, so let's enable the logistics network. See, let's stand somewhere where we can see the bots fly to all the chests. Steel is over there. Stone bricks is over here. Furnace is over here. That should be good. Only thing is I cannot reach a roboport from this point. Here we go. There go the bots. The rest of the playthrough is gonna be engulfed in bot sounds. I think we're gonna need a stack inserter here. Right, so the initial batch requires a lot of transfer, but then once the 2500 ingredients are in the chest, it should just slow down with the deliveries or like on the actual consumption speed. So that is basically what we're going to do for all of it. Right, we're going to need the stack inserter to keep up with this thing. Either that or I'm just going to need 2 of these. Okay, here go the bots again. Okay, these requests are way too high though. Perhaps it's alright. Once it's full, it's full. It can keep going for a while. Right, so this thing, 5 seconds for a furnace. We have crafting speed 2.5, I think. That's 2 seconds for a furnace. This needs 1 furnace every 21. So yeah, this is going to be like way more than enough to supply 4 of these science assemblers until they get a lot faster. But this one will get a lot faster as well. So now I guess we do productivity. We can, why not do it here? Productivity. Can we just move this one around? I think we can. Just plop it down next to here. Everything should still be covered and connected. It is, alright. Maybe we'll do 3 of these. Or just 2 of those with that stuff in the middle. Okay, we need more stack inserters. Can copy paste the recipe again. Red chips already are on there. Okay, how many 200 ingredients here, 200 of ingredients here. It's going to be 1000 of each. So 1000 greens, 1000 reds. And that should be the same amount of buffered stuff like in for the electric furnaces. So 200 sets of ingredients and 200 sets of ingredients. That is nicely balanced in case we have resource shortage that will run out approximately at the same time. So I should probably place this chest over there instead of over here. Yeah, the new stack inserters in Warptorio 2.0 or the bulk inserters, I guess. I don't know which ones, but yeah, that does seem like it would help a lot with science galore. My other playthrough on Twitch at the moment, which is 36 new science packs. It's going quite well actually, surprisingly. Right, we need a passive provider for these as well. Let's use stack inserters with stack size 5. That makes sense. since we need 5 of each. Alright, and then we need output inserters on here. We kinda need to limit these chests though, that's gonna go crazy. I want a lot of modules because we're gonna make module trees eventually. But furnaces we don't need that much in stock. Also this would be quite easy to copy. Yeah, let's copy that. Just to get more modules for module trees, which we're gonna want later for the warp beacon for the labs. We're gonna have module trees and whatnot. Science galore randomized. Actually, there is an option to randomize the recipes for science in Science Galore itself. So it doesn't randomize all the recipes, but does randomize the recipes for the sorry, for the science packs. Is anybody else bummed out that this is exactly one tile off center compared to this? Now you cannot unsee it. Alright, we need let's stop talking, let's start automating. We need green chips automated as well, so let's do this. We keep one chest for ourselves. Similar, I guess, with the red chips. We could, if we want to have red chips for ourselves at all times, just hook up this inserter. Say only take red chips if we have more than, let's say, half a chest, 4k. If there's less than 4k in here, this guy is turned off as of like now. He's not transferring those chips. We always have these available for ourselves. So that's good. Steel we have in the basement, so it's not really an issue. Okay, that is properly limited. I guess we should transfer some more uranium ore. Eventually all of that's going to be automated. There's going to be 3 belts on every side, eventually. But it eventually is not yet now. Okay, I gotta not go overboard, I think, with the uranium mining. I don't know, maybe I should. Who cares? Alright, that's everything. Right? Yeah, that was everything. No more, it looks like there's burned forest from the flamethrowers. So now we have no more attacks. Pollution is no longer spreading, thanks to the stabilizers. It is dissipating again, so that's why I waited a little bit. We can take some of the early attacks, that's alright. Now all the pollution starts dissipating, no biters are being angered anymore. Except around the miners, probably. Those guys are gonna attack, that's alright. Yeah, nothing is... everything is fine. Really this time. Alright, so that is all of the... We can automate purple signs by now. Let's just put requester chest down. We copy paste the recipe. Rails we don't need. Let's go with 50 of each. Guess I kinda spent all my... Oh wait, we didn't make the stack inserters. That's bad. Right, so... I guess I'll just have to wait until that starts up. Eventually all of these are gonna be... Okay, they already have ingredients. Hello, SDB. But we're just about to start automating the first real thing with bots. We have put red chips, green chips, stone bricks, steel, and yeah, those things into chests, provider chests. So now we have automated furnaces, we have automated productivity modules, rails were already automated through belts. And now we're just gonna supplement the rails with furnaces and modules from provider chest, and that should be fully automated purple signs. That means we can start researching everything purple, and soon we can start researching everything yellow as well. Let's do those first. We just copy paste the recipes. That's gonna be a bunch of work. 100 of those, 50 of those. Because 150 of those, that's the ratio. Yeah, 3 low densities, 2 blue chips and 1 flying robot frame. That's gonna take a little bit more time to automate. Because we basically don't really have low densities just yet. We don't have robot frames set up yet, not really. We need to automate like stuff like sulfuric acid, batteries, the whole... This is basically gonna require us to automate the rest of the base. So that's good, I guess. So I guess let's kind of start off from the beginning. Let's just make some random passive provider chests which can provide iron and copper to the base. I think we should go with stack inserters for those as well. Means I do want to upgrade at least this part of the belt. Right, so we have iron, copper, steel, stone bricks. We need a chest for coal and a chest for... No, we don't need a chest for regular stone because the only thing that uses that is rails. And that is already getting it through the belts. Only if we set up a landfill we would need that. I'll do it anyway, just for completeness. So let's not allow the inserter to snag everything off the belt. Let's use a slow one. And coal, I guess we could have that next to the steel chest over here, like so. That's all 6 of the basic resources. Iron, copper, steel, coal, stone and bricks. Yeah, that's all 6 of the basic ones. So from that we can start, let's go start with the oil stuff, which is now being hand delivered with iron plates. So we just plop down a requester chest, copy paste that, increase that to, let's just go 4000, why not? Delete the sulfur because that is actually automated. Now the bots should bring us tons of iron. They can fly over the gap. I always like the patterns the bots make when they fly out. Alright, what else? Plastics is automated, that is automated. I think we should put lubricant. We went with barrels, so let's just go all in on the barrels. I have 240 barrels. I could make like... Well, let's go 240, that is enough. So we just need a requester chest, which requests empty barrels. Let's say 120, half of the 240. And we'll do a passive provider chest on here, which then feeds out the filled empty barrels, so to say. Those can be brought over to electric engines, which we still need to automate, but at least that is done. For the rest, down here, nothing needs to be No, actually that's not true. We need to request a chest batteries. So that's just iron and copper. Let's go 5. Let's go 1. Let's go big on all these. And then a passive provider chest with batteries. And now we're just gonna let it fill up with 8,000 of those. We can use that for laser turrets, for bots, for a lot of things. Yeah, there is no biters downstairs. Warptorio is actually pretty easy, as long as you remember to warp away in time and deconstruct your stuff. Alright, so the question is, can I actually get away with doing a setup like this? This was just temporary, but I guess it does not need to be temporary. We can actually make this not temporary. If we just keep doing this stuff a couple times. Then it could be not temporary. This is a red bell though, so we should make that red. Okay, we do not need that many chests of this. I just did that so production would continue. So let's actually plop that down. We have space for another one. We need a lot of low densities, but then again the warp beacon is gonna be so powerful that I think we can get away with less than you would expect. Right, so let's divide these over all the chests, and then production should go equally from everywhere for at least a little bit. And get rid of those, and we can have the copper a little bit more visible. Yeah, that's low density is automated if we had enough of these. Now we just need to make this into passive providers. I guess we will keep one steel chest, so we can access those ourselves. Okay, that's the first part of yellow signs automated actually. Almost missed it. Right, probably I should be searching something. You're actually out of copper or what? Looks like I messed up something. I think copper is supposed to go on there. Looks like I accidentally rotated this belt. Let's see if chat saw that. I don't think so. You're not paying attention, chat. Alright, so that enables signs again. Guess at some point I want to upgrade to full Mark III assemblers everywhere in the base. Right, let's go for the second one, which is already set up. We just need to change this to requesters. Okay, I kinda want to have green chips. Because this requires so many green chips, I kinda want to have green chips flowing in here automatically. So let's see if we can somehow get that done. Can we snake another belt through? Kinda fits. Kinda fits. Kinda fits. That is a green chip successfully snaked through, I would say. Let's go red belt. Oh, this is horrible. Okay. Up until blue signs it all looked quite nice-ish. But now things are going to heck. Alright, so what I do want to do... Let's get rid of this for now. So chips should come in. We need requester chests for... We're gonna need 3 inserters, I think. Just chips coming in over the belt. And we need some requester chests. Could go with more undergrounds. Could go with more. I think chips, they need to come in from this side though. Because we don't have space to route the base here and still have space for chests. So let's go like so. We'll just dead end this one into an underground belt. Okay, that should be green chips, then we want requester chest. For red chips, let's do those with yellow inserters to make even more dazzling color arrays. And then we just output, I guess on a belt, the blue chips. I guess we could do that in 2 chests like so. And similarly to, we'll make the last one into a request or a passive provider chest, but then we hook up the inserter so that it only transfers chips if we have at least 1k in stock. For now I will put those in there. That will trigger the bots to pick up those. Now we just need bot frames and then we can start off yellow signs. If I would use a long-handed like so, I could actually indeed sneak the green chip belt through. I think I like it like this though. At least we have a belt of green chips incoming. We also still need place for the power poles, so let's do that. Now we just need to request some red chips to each of these chests. Let's do a stack. Here come the bots for the red chips. And that's blue chips automated. More spaghetti here. One blue chip assembler pretty much needs one green chip assembler worth of production, which normally would be true. But given that we're gonna easily get 100% productivity bonus on everything later on in the base, we can get away with a lot less of the earlier steps in the production process than you might think. We currently have 56% productivity bonus, which means 2 of these already can supply 3 of these. So these 4 already are enough for 6 of these. And once we get 100% productivity or something, then this is going to be enough for everything, basically. Well, maybe not. Maybe we will make some extra green chip production with maybe we're gonna make some extra green chip production with bots later on. I think this floor is gonna grow further. We could put some more in around the edges. We'll see. Alright, now it's just bot frames and we will be making yellow signs. But I think I'm just gonna start off yellow signs with 4 stacks of bot frames by hand. It's not the first yellow signs. We already made some yellow signs to unlock the logistics networks and some other technologies. But now we can research whatever we want, and I still did not start researching. That is bad. What is the first thing we want? Is it the warp beacon? It could be the warp beacon. The warp beacon is just too powerful, man. I mean, I want to upgrade all the floors, that is true. Let's see what else is there. The tri-loader. 10,000 red signs adds an additional belt. We are not ready for that. I hope we are ready for that in the future. But it kinda looks like I may have puzzled myself into a corner with that. No, actually no. I could rotate this pipe to go down. And then it would still be connected. Okay, that is ready for tri-loader. This is ready for tri-loader. Or could easily be made to. Yeah, I think I did not knot myself in yet. Everything is still fine. Right, so then. Stairs upgrade. Definitely we don't want to upgrade the size of this buffer. That would break our stabilizer, which we are kinda abusing. So yeah, this is a no cheese Warptorio run, but still we're cheesing some other aspects. We're not cheesing the biters, that is what we are not cheesing. Okay, I don't think any of this is going to be helpful at all. Cargo size could be useful. Let's research that. This will allow us... Actually, we already have cargo size. But anyway, it will help us to have the bots transfer more stuff. Capacity bonus for inserters. Not really yet. Could upgrade the turret sizes. That will give us some more space in these 4 corners. Again, not really priority. No. Do we want to go further with the auto warp timer? There is nothing else really to be unlocked on the short term, so I guess we're just gonna burst through that once it is time to do so. Right, so then we have combinators. Nuclear fuel reprocessing is gonna be useless-ish. Actual beacons are gonna be useless. We want to upgrade all the floor sizes. It's not that much priority though. Let's do purple signs mining production. And then we also have a yellow signs mining production later on, but I guess we can start with that. And I think then we will have made some yellow signs. We can just continue upgrading the warp beacon. That is just really the most important thing there is at the moment. It's just too powerful, man. This thing is absolutely insane. Okay, let's check if the buffers are going up or down. It's about the same, I think. We can actually check plate. So, plate production 1.8k copper, 2.2k iron. We are consuming a lot more steel than we are producing at the moment. That's because of Purple Science. Purple Science is absolutely hungry for steel. Consumption and production of copper is equal. Not because anything is limited, I don't think. Right? This is like 2700. Yeah, it is actually equal. Iron consumption is higher though. So maybe I should not be too lazy with my iron mine. In this warp zone I think I'm gonna be lazy. I mean, anyway, the iron patches are small because this is a copper planet, so we don't really have a good chance of finding an iron patch large enough to build additional mines on. Okay, let's not be lazy. We need to go out. That mining production is gonna help too, actually, with the iron mining. Can I walk around, please? No? Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Iron. Let's just place some more miners. That's actually really lazy of me to not do that in the beginning. Alright, so... let's just hook up some random iron mines. I just want to get started on my production run, man. Alright, that is a little bit more iron. We can sneak a little bit more in here as well. And that's not gonna last long, but oh well. Right. Then we still can just plop some down here, I guess. Try to use as much of this patch as we can. Alright, that's about as much as we can do. That's not true, there is still a little bit more iron here. So yeah, already we have over 100% bonus production. I'm gonna need to upgrade some belts, it seems. Alright, I think I'm gonna keep it at that. I still don't have enough. Okay, I don't think that belt actually needs to be upgraded, so let's unupgrade it and then we can place that one over here. Random frame drops, is it happening again? Shouldn't be too many frame drops. Ah yeah, no, I did get a couple frame drops apparently. But in general the stream has been quite stable. So yeah, we'll just have to live with that. Yeah, the last 5 minutes were a bit shaky apparently. Let me refill my coffee cup, that's definitely gonna help. Carrying the frames instead of dropping them. Oh, maybe it's my laptop, I don't know. Too much processing stuff going on at the same time. I'm sometimes alt-tabbing out as well, so just to check on things. Like I said last time, that could be... Anytime you tell me I'm dropping frames, I'm going to be alt-tabbing out, which could cause me to drop more frames. It's like a negative feedback loop. Alright, the only thing we need to do then is bot frames. Let's get rid of this. And we'll start doing that from scratch. Okay, now there's a small gap in coverage, so we do need a row port somewhere down here. This would do already. Kinda want to... Oh, the research is already finished. Guess let's go warp beacon. I still have one extra productivity module, which would bump the productivity level up to 50% just from the warp beacon. We do have yellow signs now in all of the labs as well. 500 yellow... This is just going insanely fast. It is not incredible. Right, so... Electric engines. We're gonna need a pipe connection, maybe like so. And we're gonna need one assembler to empty lubricant barrels. Maybe like so. Perhaps like so. And then we can have the requester chest down here. So we could request half of the lubricant barrels, 120, and those should arrive now with the bots. Yeah, there they are, gonna pick them up. Right. We'll just have a pipeline going through the back, I imagine. Okay, we don't really have a good space to deposit them again. I guess we could deposit them here. Okay, let's not actually start this up until the whole setup is finished. We then need engines and green chips. I think we're just gonna request or chest all of those. Put engines out on a belt. Alright, so let's... What if I move this back one tile? I could request a chest from the back, or I could output on the back. Maybe I will output on the back. Then we'll have a passive provider chest here. Which can output for robot frames, perhaps. Who knows? That could work. Okay, now I have again to check on which side of the belt that is being outputted on the inside. So if we have another requester chest for maybe batteries. I kind of feel if this whole setup would move down one tile, that would be beneficial. Then I can have both belts coming in from the back. Somehow need to load this belt up as well. Alright, what about... this is gonna be weird. If this is steel... could just throw that on there with a long-handed inserter. This is not gonna work, is it? I don't think it's gonna work. Alright, does this output on the same side of the belt or on different sides of the belt? I would imagine the same side. Yeah, it's all on that side. Right, this one could move over, then I would have space. Oh! Man, that sound scares me every time. Beacon 7. That's another level of productivity bonus. We are at 200 megawatts. It is just mostly the base. The stabilizer isn't even doing much. This is gonna cause us to jump up another step in the production area. We're gonna need a bigger nuclear reactor soon. I don't think I can afford many more levels of this. We have one more level to unlock before space science, so let's get that one as well. We just have to decide if we want speed or productivity in there. I think it's gonna be productivity. Right, maybe I should not go too wild. The modules in here barely make a difference. I have 4 efficiency modules in here because I need to offset the effects from the war beacon, but still we are consuming more than an unmoduled assembler. I mean, these are consuming 2.4 megawatts each without putting in modules, plus 540% power usage. Even 4 efficiency modules would not do much. Now it's plus 420%, barely making a reduction. And with 4 of those, we go to 3 megawatts. So it's like 2 megawatts, 3 megawatts. From 50 to 66% productivity bonus. So not really sure what to use just yet in these. Right, I kinda think I do like this setup so far though. Alright, I just discovered that this will output on the inside of the belt, so I can do the other two ingredients like so. Let's say green chips and batteries. This is a bit messy. Okay, let's go 1k batteries, because why not? That means 1500 greens. And that means 500 steel. And electric engines are gonna come from the chest. Why use efficiency module 1 instead of 3? Because I don't have the resources yet to make infinite module trees. Also, efficiency module 2 and 3 are wildly expensive for the added benefit. I mean, with 4 efficiency module 1s, I can achieve minus 120% power consumption. With 4 efficiency module 3s, it will be minus 200%. So it's like only 66% better than module 1s, while costing like, I don't know, at least like I don't exactly know, but 20 to 40 times more or so, I guess. It already takes four modules to make one of these, and then 5 of those to make one of those. So that is 20 Mark 1 modules, plus an additional bunch of red and blue chips. So that is the extra cost is insane for the small added amount of energy reduction you get. I hope they change that in the expansion as well. Let's just put a random substation here, because that seems to fit. And see if all those ingredients plop out on the belts. If I would have put that stuff over there, electric engines in here. Okay, that is all the ingredients for robot frames. Guess we're just gonna go, let's go productivity modules on everything. Again, I want some electric engines for myself. We need some to make the rocket silo later on. We also may need some for power armors and whatnot. So let's say we want at least 1000 electric engines in there. So let's get started on electric engine. I think this part is like definitive. So now I could actually just do this and passive provider that back like so in one line. Now I disabled the underground length here, but I have blue undergrounds actually. I forgot that. I have blue undergrounds, so I could still span that gap. Alright, then we just need some requester here as well. I'm just gonna go like direct. Maybe I'm gonna just go direct. 200, 100. Okay, so we did not we did automate engines, but not the provider chest. Again, I do want to keep some engines for myself. So also this one we're gonna hook up, only put engines in the provider chest if we have more than 1000. Well, that's a lot. 500 in there. So that should start as well. And then we should be making electric engines. Here we go. Alright, and then bot frames is gonna be trivial, I guess. You can output those on a belt as well. Into a provider chest, like so. And then all we need is a couple of inserters. And that is bot frames as well, and that is fully automated yellow signs. Looks like I already achieved the the goal of the this stream. Fully automated yellow signs. Yeah, but a lot of extra upgrades in Warptorio really super buff the vanilla things. Also, inserter stack size goes up to 17, I think, instead of to 12. Which actually really helps with the late game to help the inserters keep up with the warp beacons buffs. Alright. So we are using about 50 bots to keep this base going. So we still have 150 bots idle most of the time, it seems. But that is quite nice. Right now, yeah, we're bottlenecked by by yellow signs. Speed plus 25%, productivity plus 50. So I think we can insert one more productivity module Mark III. Take another 15% speed penalty. That would still cause the machines to work 10% faster than their default state. The benefit of slowing down the machines is also that the resources are not consumed as fast. Okay, I think I'm just gonna copy this on this side over here. And I will start to make some speed modules as well. Perhaps I should make some efficiencies as well. Okay, that's a little bit too much handcrafting. Let's grab some gears. Alright, so we're crafting all types of modules now. So we could always... one of the things we could do is perhaps change these out for speed. They would work double as fast. They would not really lose too much productivity bonus. Now we get to the module micromanager aspect of Warptorio. These work twice as fast as these, approximately, with 50% productivity bonus instead of 66. Okay, so actually iron is not keeping up anymore. The warp beacon is becoming too powerful. We need to upgrade more stuff. I guess we cannot use a red underground belt there. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, it's, I was wondering about it too. It's at the modules here. Right. So in general, we do want to stash up a lot of modules, because in Warptorio exists a certain entity which is insanely powerful. And that is the warp module. Kinda avoided talking about those, but yeah. They require 50 Mark III modules of every type, which is stupid expensive. But their effects is like all three modules combined in one. So you get like an efficiency Mark III module, a speed Mark III module, and a productivity Mark III module in one module. You get a little bit more efficiency even than the efficiency Mark III module. Not sure if that's an like a bug or if it's intended. But the most important thing is this warp module spreads its productivity bonus effects to all assemblers, even ones which cannot take productivity, like ammo. They are gonna benefit from the effect of the productivity bonus of warp modules. So if we somehow manage to get 10 warp modules in here in the end game, they're gonna have 100% productivity bonus literally on the entire base. Even on the things which cannot take it. So 4 iron becomes 2 magazines, which become 4 red magazines that could become 8 uranium magazines. And then it could go out to the turrets. So just from 4 iron you make 4 iron and like 10 copper and 2 steel and 8 uranium, you make 8 uranium magazines instead of needing 8 of those and 8 of those. You just need... It's just insane how quickly that spirals out of control. Like the longest production chain in Factorio, which probably is like yellow signs. It says yellow signs to blue chips to red chips to green chips to copper cable. You could go the oil route as well, to sulfuric acid, to petroleum gas, coming from cracked light oil, coming from cracked heavy oil, etc. You can have like easy like 32 or like 64 times productivity. That's like 6400% productivity bonus stacked on top of each other for the lowest recipes, lowest in the order. It's absolutely insane. Alright, how is my uranium things doing? I have the required amount now. 51 and 5. So we could start off... I guess uranium mining is already dead on the top floor. Yeah, I messed it up. Alright. But yeah, I cannot store much more here anyway, I don't think. It's probably the last uranium we need to mine in a very long time. So I think we can get rid of this setup here in this corner after all of this uranium has been processed. Here we have already more uranium than can fit in there. So coal should be refilled as well. We still have coal in this chest, but it is running out right now. Okay. RIP uranium miners, yeah. Uranium magazines, 3-shot behemoths in the late game, they are very fun. Blue circuit belt no longer getting green circuits because something went wrong here. Ah, this went wrong here. Yeah, oops. Let's do like a triple belt weaving thing over here then. Here's my inventory, probably again somewhere on the top floor. Is it not? Oh god. Ah, it's here. Should really have a dedicated spot to put my inventory. Right, that's all the uranium I can store there. But all of this is working now. We need to make one more module, and then we can go set up the Coverx enrichment. I think I like this. Let's go for speed modules in these, because now we indeed don't have enough production to feed both blue chips. just not fast enough here. Right, so this setup is then basically just flawed. So it does not really make sense to put this much speed in here. The iron cannot keep up. Let's see when the iron will keep up. This is alright. Let's just put one productivity in there then. Actually no, this is we're gonna put productivity in the warp beacon, so that will slow things down enough, I think. So just need to make one more Mark III productivity module. Which means we need 5 more Mark IIs. So that's a couple of blue chips. Reds I still have, okay. And then a stack of modules or so. Quickly make 5 of those. And then we have a fully powered warp beacon until we start launching rockets. It's probably not gonna be this episode just yet. Yeah, we are gonna be a post-scarcity civilization in this mod. We're kinda already there, really. I already don't really care how much resources things cost. Just care about speed. Once these upgrade to like provider chests or something, that is gonna speed up things even more. I'm thinking about putting steel smelting on top of here as well. We have space. We already have purple and yellow signs automated. We only need to automate rocket launches. This floor is gonna grow in size still. So we have space over here still, I think, somewhere. We can put like steel smelting on the outside. And steel smelting could then also benefit from a double 60% productivity bonus. So that's 1 iron ore becoming 1.6 iron plates, and that becomes like 2.5 iron plate worth. So 1 iron ore will be like, we can make steel out of 2 iron ore instead of 5, to say it short. If you put steel processing over here. So that is going to be a huge buff to steel. Especially because we are using more steel than we are making right now. Because on this floor we don't get productivity bonus at all. This setup would actually fit pretty neatly, I think. Yeah, we have plenty of space to plop that down. And let's just leave that here as a reminder. I'll pick up 4 furnaces as well. That could be steel on this floor, that could be good. Alright, robot frames are not coming in. It's probably because I did something wrong. Like... yeah, the electric engines chest is... I'm saving up too many electric engines, basically. Let's do this. And then it is time to start really bumping up the... we are ready for the Mark III module. Actually, I can just make that. Let's go super speed on that. Rockets can be launched from underground. Yeah, I've heard people say it doesn't make sense that rockets can be launched from underground. But to those people I say, think about how the rocket silo looks, right? Let's put one on the bar. We can put that on the bar. Rocket silo. What is a rocket silo? A rocket silo is literally a building which has a door to the underground, from where the rocket is launched, right? So I say rocket launches from underground are perfectly fine. There's a door to the underground. It is supposed to come from underground. Right, science is resuming. I just want that warp beacon now, man. Give me all the productivity bonus. And it's just time to start researching. I don't really know what else I should be doing. I should be making Coverx, I guess. Let's just grab all of that. Okay, so Coverx enrichment makes 5 uranium 238 into 1 uranium 235. So if we grab like 3000 of those, that should turn into 1000 uranium 235 plus however much productivity bonus we will use. Maybe there's a nice space for that over here. I could fit like one of those over here. But it has 50% productivity. I may want some more. I may want to put Mark III's productivity in here as well. No, I think I'd rather go with extra speed on those. Yeah, let's go with speed on that. A little bit crappy random crafting station down here. How is power doing? Oh, I think actually power is not doing great. Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger floor. We're gonna need a bigger reactor down here. We are exceeding the maximum capacity of the reactor. It is 320 megawatts. So that is kinda bad. Our stabilizer will stop working soon. As soon as these steam tanks run out, steam is going down dramatically now, even though the reactor is on. It's consuming fuel, but we are using more steam than we are producing. Because we are using more than 320 megawatts. Also just have 8 fuel cells remaining. Right, we need to hurry up a bit. We can still kinda stabilize that situation. Okay, let's make a requester chest. No, we're gonna have sort of a closed loop here, I think. We can just request uranium 235 to this chest. But for now, I'm gonna just start off with this. We're just gonna put this into here. Let's do 40. Well, let's just start off with 40. The amount that is required. We'll make the rest into nuclear fuel because we cannot really afford to wait too much longer. Right, I'm going 6 places at the same time again. What else is new? Gonna make some Mark II speeds. I'm gonna want to make 2 Mark III speed modules for the Coverx enrichment. So because modules are so expensive, I don't really want to automate making Mark III modules just yet. I want the focus to be still on the base and science progression. Alright, then we switch to Mark III speed. And now we can make 2 of those. Let's make nuclear fuel in here. Not really gonna bother putting as much productivity in there as possible. I have 1 Mark III module which I could temporarily use. Let me just grab all of this. 19 pieces. And we'll just start making some of those. That's gonna be a lot of fuel cells. there's the warp beacon 8 completed. We'll get to that soon. For now we'll just put speed modules in here. 50% productivity bonus is going to be 60% once we put the Mark III module in there. Okay, so how do I want to do it? Let's switch off my roboport, so I can design this without the process starting already. I want some stack inserters. So this guy is gonna request, it probably should be that guy actually. Alright, so this is just gonna be an idle chest to route stuff back. Output like so. Let's do stack sizes of 3. Actually no, let's do stack sizes of 1. Then I don't need stack inserters, do I? Stack inserters with stack size 1. That's alright, and then basically we can stack size 1, we just hooked it up with a wire. So I only take out uranium 235 if we have over, let's go big, 100 uranium in the chest. It's gonna take a while to achieve that, but now it's idle until there's 100 in here. So we're gonna have 120 of those stuck in the loop. There's gonna be 40 in the processing, there's gonna be 80 filled up in here. And then there's gonna be another 100 in this chest. So yeah, that is gonna be... So we can actually... Yeah, let's do use stack inserters. It does not really matter what the stack size is. Just want the uranium to flow out as fast as possible. Let's just switch off. Let's just not micromanage this. This will be fine on its own. And this as well. Okay, then I guess we started off. Let's make another save. See, Kovarex enrichment. Right. That is the first. So this is the first free uranium 235. 60-second crafting time. Crafting speed at the moment 2.25 instead of 1. So we're gonna get like 1.5 uranium every 25-ish seconds. So it's gonna be 1 every like about between 3 and 4 a minute. That is how much we are gonna get. That's gonna be easily enough to feed the nuclear reactor. I mean, we're already getting enough to feed the nuclear reactor just by processing the uranium. I think it is time to maybe switch off the uranium mine, since I have no space to store all that uranium ore. And we may be switching to stone again next warp zone. Coal we have plenty of. Yeah, we may be actually considering moving out of this warp zone again, since we are using such a massive amount of power. Okay, this is still not finished processing. I need more of these. Let's use this one as well. So then I will have used 20 of these shiny rocks in here. So instead of 200 fuel cells, we're gonna get like 340-ish. Oh yeah, we should have a filter inserter for that. That is absolutely correct. and it has to filter the uranium-235. So we are not interested in that. So we could automate it by requesting some uranium to here. Then the dark green rocks would keep refilling themselves. The thing is, I don't want all of my dark green rocks to turn into shiny green ones, especially since we're not going to be having a uranium mine. I kind of want to hand control that a bit. And we may want to upgrade to uranium ammo later in the run to defend the platform. Alright. How is this thing going? Still not done. Come on already. Alright, at least we're gonna have enough fuel. What am I missing again? One underground. Okay, over there. On the placeholder. Alright, now this should be done, right? Okay, now it is done. How many did we get? 340 indeed. Alright, so now that we have done this, we could also make this. We should actually make this into a passive provider chest. This is our source of the shiny green rocks, while this is the source of our dark green rocks, really. And then we can make, we can automate nuclear fuel as well on this floor somewhere. Perhaps just over here, we still have some space. So this could be our automated nuclear fuel production. Just one requester chest and a passive provider chest. So the recipe is 110 and 19. So let's do 190 and 1 and 10 of those. So if we now make this guy into a passive provider chest, I guess we could make all of them into passive providers. Then the shiny green rocks from here will be requested to nuclear fuel already. That is okay. And this one is just gonna make more of the shiny green rocks. And it's only gonna filter out extra shiny green rocks once there is more than plenty enough in the system. I mean, you don't need to set this to 100, you could set it lower, but if you set it to a high value, you could just grab a couple more of those to start to duplicate this setup, basically, if you want to later in the run. I think we're gonna go like this, 66% productivity bonus. That could be automated nuclear fuel cells. Why not? I'll bring 4 stacks to the basement now. Alright, so we won't have to worry about nuclear fuel anymore. From this point on, it's going to be automated, except the transport to the basement. For that we will have to wait a little bit longer. We still have one belt free over here actually, so I suspect that's going to be used for copper later on. Right, so we are out of uranium-235. The 0.7% U-235 which comes out of here will be immediately processed into nuclear fuel, and the rest will come from this Coverex enrichment processing, which has already finished how many products? 18. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but that's alright. I was kinda hoping that by stopping research the factory would become a little more idle again, but it's not looking like it. How is the power doing? Stabilizer is still on. Yeah, we are still higher. There's still 4000 steam in the tanks. At some point though we're gonna run out. I think we've gone through a lot of iron. No, actually iron is The amounts are still approximately the same. Plate 32k income, 34k going out, steel 36, 39, and copper 18, 17. We have a very balanced base at the moment, I would say. Just we are not making oil, but yeah, like I said, we used about 200k oil during our entire 1 hour and 45 minutes on this warp zone. The compounded productivity bonus on oil processing truly is insane. But yeah, I think we're now focusing kind of on module production. If I want to go for warp beacons, I should build another one of these setups. Do I have the chips for that? Not sure about that, since we're also trying to make blue chips. Okay, these now seem to have access to everything. I should put that extra module in here. I forgot about that. Let's see, is this now fast enough? Almost. A 76% productivity bonus. It's just insane. 84% productivity bonus on science. And another 72% in the labs. That means one set of ingredients turns into 1.8 sets of science packs, which then turns into 70% of 1.8. 100 and something. Almost 3. Let's say almost 3 science packs out of one set of ingredients. Alright. Is the... No, yeah. I guess that the chat message overlapped with my own realization. Still hope for a full factory redesigns once we have all of the floor upgrades. Perhaps, I don't know. I think I'm kinda gonna save that for my YouTube series. I have a literally insane design for the fully upgraded floor. It's gonna blow your minds. It's still blowing my own mind. If you're a Patreon, you already might know about it if you watched the final test run. I uploaded my offline final test run of the YouTube series, which includes the full end game base with the end game amount of science per minute. You would be amazed how much science per minute you could get out of just this area over here. It is absolutely insane. It's like mega base levels of production. Okay, I'm not gonna say more, that's enough. Alright, nuclear fuel to the basement. We're gonna just run out of power completely. So one stack again in every nuclear reactor. I think we're about at the point where we stop caring about the fuel efficiency then. Since now we have infinite fuel basically. So with that, I think it is time to start upgrading all the floor sizes, since everything up to yellow and purple science has been automated and we cannot really do much else until we have the next set of upgrades, which is gonna encompass everything really. So how about this planet? Are we gonna stay here longer? Bite revolution still pretty low, pollution still pretty low. How many magazines have we been spending? I guess barely any. Yeah, 118 magazines in the last hour. This is how much magazines. None. None at all. Compare that to the pre-stabilization era. It is literally insane. We consumed 22,000 magazines in the last 10 hours. And only 100 in the last 1 hour. That's just crazy. Alright, but it's getting to the point where we can no longer afford the stabilizer. So yeah, I think we're gonna prepare to warp out. And just before warping out, I will take a break with a nice unstabilized base in the break. I guess we can already unstabilize right now, since we are preparing to warp out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's save for the D. Okay, then we're gonna prepare to warp out. Let's start research, however. First, let's do the warp platform upgrades. That's only 2, and it's not expensive. That's gonna be done very fast. We'll also upgrade the turrets as well. And then we can do the Mark III turrets as well. Okay, that's gonna go quite fast. This floor is gonna expand in size twice. Let's catch that on camera this time. Okay, we're also out of stone, so we are indeed warping out at the right time. Right. So I have to stash all this uranium somewhere. Alright, there is a sign of a power failure. We're no longer having enough power. The nuclear reactor is not keeping up. Okay, I have to get back out there to see the warp platform grow. Don't choke now. Here we go. Bloop. And suddenly that water is gone and 4 new mysterious patches of hazard concrete have appeared. What is that gonna be all about? Alright. So that just means a bunch of biters are gonna be warping along with us. So the stabilizer is gonna shut off automatically once we run out of power. Alright, so that was a sizable upgrade. Now we have 1 more warp platform upgrade to go. Then we can start redesigning the platform actually. So much uranium. Alright, let's grab our stuff. We're gonna deconstruct the... Let's just stop the stabilizer. No, let's actually keep it on. I want it to switch off automatically once the base is... Yeah, the base is struggling now. That means this is gonna drop to 0, and if this drops to 0, the stabilizer will switch itself off. That is how it should work, at least. I missed the final expansion. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is quite large, right? Now the turrets are gonna upgrade in area as well. I think I'll do that at the start of a new warp zone. I need to gather materials for that first. We're gonna need a lot more flamethrowers to cover this area. A lot more gun turrets and a bunch of laser turrets as well. So I'm not immediately gonna redesign it before I have the materials for that. But yeah, look at that, 2 upgrades and we went from this sizing to this. This is insane, right? I don't know, yeah, we may do something over here. We may do resource storage over here, I don't know. Didn't really think ahead about that part just yet. Okay, I just want to see the northeast turret grow in size. This should be this guy. My coffee is finished as well, so I'm standing in the line of fire, literally. Right, let's switch off the stabilizer, it's hurting my research speed. Here it comes. Alright, so that's the first upgrade. There's gonna be 1 more. Let's do that one first as well. North. South, south. Alright, I'm not gonna wait for that though. We're just gonna prepare to warp out. Stabilizer is off, so suddenly this will start turning dark red and attacks will ramp up quite soon-ish. Alright, I do not care anymore about saving the sulfuric acid in these miners. We have become post-scarcity, like one of you said in chat not too long ago. Don't think we even got any attacks on here. There is no dead biters laying around. Guess no, let's not pick that up. It's gonna spawn back in here anyway. Right. I should leave those chests there for my personal inventory. That is all of the uranium. This is gonna take a while to process. Now we can put back these inserters and fill this up with coal again. And next warp zone we're gonna have to mine stone. This is the Resource Manager 2000 part again. Now we're gonna have more space though. I can make hundreds of thousands of coal storage if I would want to. So let's go in an organized fashion. Right, I think we're gonna keep it at that. Stone is actually almost fully drained at the moment. Could throw that in here. That will work. Alright, so that's the final size of the turret. Kinda looks like a odd eyeball. I don't know how to call this when you look not straight from your eyes. Also underground this has now become quite a bit larger. So we're gonna have extra space in that regard as well. Alright, we are burning our own platform now. That doesn't seem very nice. Right. Let's go underground. We're gonna need to pick up those extra miners. Let's start with copper since we have way more copper. Then we have iron in overproduction. And pretty soon we will be able to start... Pretty soon we will be able to start actual redesign of this platform as well. We need to redesign everything basically. Oh yeah, we have some biter bases nearby here as well. Alright, let's just grab this again. Actually that was a mistake, because I want to do the break screen. No, it's alright. Let's go grab the iron mine as well. And then we are ready to warp out. Oh, this mine was horrible. Maybe I can do this from the map view, it will look nicer. Right, that is the platform back to its original state. We have 220% mining productivity bonus now. So that is quite nice. I wonder actually how much ore we were producing. Iron ore 3.3k out of 3.6k. So we were producing most of 2 red belts. That is good, that is what our smelting setup is set up for. Right. The next turret size has increased. So this is level 2, this is level 3, and this was level 1 in size. Let's zoom out a bit. That's a bit much. So that really allows you to see the different size increases. Right. Let's get rid of my ore. Reactor is down to... Actually, we are using... We don't have any of those actions going, and we are using most of our 320 megawatts of power, which is bad. Somehow I have to upgrade this reactor without shutting it off. That's going to be a challenge. Alright, I think we are ready to warp out, but first then I'm going to have my break. I guess we want to zoom out also a little bit more on here. Attacks have not really ramped up a lot yet. So this is the entire new platform. I can switch off the mod keys. So we have a nice view without all that clutter up there. Right, so I'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes, I think. Hopefully you will still be here, and then we're going to go to the next warp zone. And I think we can get rocket launches done today as well, actually. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Not next time.